girl. What? What is up, everybody? It's your chronically Caucasian vocal analyst here. And we're going to listen to Jazmine Sullivan because we know what's good in life.
All right, so this next song is Girl Like Me. And I did this song with one of my favorite new artists. She's already an icon. Her, give it up.
Oh, I love her.
For her, y'all.
I mean that in both senses of the word. I didn't intend for that to happen, but I'm good with it.
And I sent this song, y'all. I did not know she was gonna know me or not, or want to be a part of the project, but she was so down and so lovely. So shouts out to you, her. I love you, girl.
Nice scatting. She's so like secure. Like, I think a lot of, there's a lot of anxiety that a lot of people have when they perform. And that can affect your posture really, really badly. It's hard to be this relaxed. Like, this confidence is earned because of how long Jazmine Sullivan's been performing.
See, I made a profile on Tinder. Send you love me to be with.
I love what she is going to sound a little bizarre. What she does with her lips is actually really interesting. If you want to see like the person who for whom this is their superpower in terms of vowels, Rochelle Farrell, incredible. But you don't have to go so far as Rochelle Farrell to get value out of morphing vowels. Look at the way she's going to kind of put her lip there with the cheek. You hear how that even changes my sound, right? Watch how that changes her sound.
Yeah. See, I made a profile on Tinder. Send you love me to be with. I think that means I'm getting desperate. Wish I could return to sender, but you don't love me, no.
So there's a lot going on here, and we're gonna need science to figure it out. Okay, so we're gonna use what's called a spectrogram, and I want you to see what happens. There's two sounds that Jazmine is doing. She's tucking her lip in like this. So let's see what happens when I do that. Okay, so what you can see here is that when I tuck that lip in, these higher frequencies go away. There's a reason why this happens. Frequencies are literally, lower notes are literally larger. Higher frequencies are literally smaller. That's how they work, right? We'll get into the rest. But when you obstruct, when you do this, you're actually going to kill your higher frequencies. Not kill them, but you're going to obstruct them. It's much harder to obstruct lower frequencies because they're so much larger, right? So you need something equivalent to the size of that frequency in order to block it and obstruct it. So doing this kind of a thing has a really big effect on the higher frequencies. In addition, it kind of be a little sashy like this, you know what I mean? So it's an aesthetic that we are familiar with in speech, but it also has a really cool effect with singing. And this is something that I really love about Jazmine Sullivan, is that she'll teach us all that there are brand new things to do that we haven't done yet. She's so creative. Let's see here. Now there is another element too that I want to talk about here. This thing that she's doing with the lip forward like this and a little snore here. I mean, I'm exaggerating it, right? But that thing, the only context I've ever seen that from is like, "Welcome to the lifestyle, the rich and the famous," right? So kind of a similar thing that happens there, but by kind of curling the lip there up, we also affect what frequencies are being played. being heard rather. So let's just go back and enjoy that little nugget that she has going right here. Skaboosh.
No more, I don't even know what for.
Listen to that tone change, right? That's not insignificant. When she's doing all this stuff with her vowels, with her lips, all of this has an effect. And this is why Jazmine Sullivan is a master of tone. She uses all this stuff in ways that I don't see anyone else doing.
Don't love me no more. I don't even know what for. Yeah, listen. Knew it was real when you blocked me. Now I sit it all judging my body, wondering what I did to lose you, and why in the hell you ain't choose me. Why?
I do want to say this. Getting me to bop my head is incredibly challenging. I am stiffer than plywood, than ebony, all right? Than Norwegian mahogany, okay? I'm stiff, all right? I'm so white when I go outside, I'm a traffic accident waiting to happen. Sun hits me, boom, everyone on the road is blind, right? So when I can move my head to something, it's either Michael Jackson or it's really good. I mean, Michael Jackson is good, but like, I don't know a person who hears Michael Jackson is like, yeah, I'm just not going to move. I'm not going to move. Anyway, her sense of rhythm and her musicianship is so compelling that I'm actually moving my hips. Now, I have to be careful. I might injure myself.
What I did to lose you, and why in the hell you ain't choose me, why you don't love me no more, yeah.
So this is something I hear a lot that people are doing now, but I first heard it from, I don't know if she started doing it first, but I first heard it from Jazmine. The soft palate is going to curve on both sides, right? That's how you would like do an umlaut in like German or French, right? So she's going to bring the sides of the soft palate down. She's going to raise her larynx. Right? The larynx is raised. And then she's going to add a little rasp to it. And then she's going to do even more of this thing with the lip. And the sound is really cool.
Don't love me no more, yeah. I don't even know what for, yeah.
And then as she's tying off the phrase, she starts relaxing the lips, and those lips go forward. And again, we're changing what frequencies get the emphasis, right? When you elongate your vocal tract by relaxing your lips, like we talked about how larger frequency or lower frequencies are literally larger, right? By elongating the vocal tract, you're allowing lower frequencies to resonate more. So by just relaxing the lips, you can have a dramatic effect. And just like, let's watch it again and let's really listen and watch the way she's working with her vowels, her lips, her vocal tract, right?
Don't love me no more, yeah. I don't even know what for, yeah.
And did you see how that happened over the course of the phrase? How she gradually gradually started to bring those lips forward. It's musical. She's like 200 IQ musician. It's not just vapid technique, right? These aren't just like crazy high notes. This is song changing, right? She is changing the phrasing by using her technique. It's awesome.
You must wanted something different. Still don't know what I was missing. What you asked I would've given. It ain't right.
Listen to how that's exaggerating the lows too, right here. This pursing the lip thing.
Saying what you asked I would've given. It ain't right how these hoes be winning, what they be winning. Yeah, no hope for a girl like me. How come they be winning? Yeah, and I ain't wanna be, but you gon' make a order. Yeah, you gon' make me a gold digger. Maybe I should look like a stripper.
These runs. I know I'm supposed to know what I'm talking about, but other than, so you use less air and as a result, you make your folds thinner and they can move more quickly. And that's what she's doing, but she's doing it so well, so efficiently, that she can go down at that speed. Normally, I'm not impressed by runs. Like, I've been able to do runs. I just have a voice where I can do that. And so usually I'm not impressed. But this is insanity. And then to end it like that, she, not only is it not hard for her, but she doesn't stop making music just to do it.
Yeah, you gon' make me a gold digger. Maybe I should look like a stripper.
And this little jaw thing that people are doing now is so cool. Look at what happens when she moves her jaw. That's going to affect the note that she is hitting while she's moving her jaw. Ariana Grande does this like all the time. It's just a way to give like a little bit of attack to that note. Helps the contour of the phrase.
Digger, maybe I should look like a stripper.
I think that's really cool. Like I never thought of that, right? I don't go singing opera and go like, ah, right? Like I don't do that. I never thought about that. It's really creative.
Wearing fashionable dresses, why these dudes be so pressed and impressed? What do you leave me with no choice? Ooh, I can't do this good girl shit no more.
Look at the consonants here. I have chills.
With no choice. Ooh, I can't do this good girl shit no more.
Come on! She goes from this P thing she's doing.
Why these dudes be so pressed and impressed?
Right? She's just saying it. And there's an effect here, right? And it's just like stern and it's deliberate and she's being intense, right?
Fashionable dresses, why these dudes be so pressed and impressed?
Two things here that are really working for her. If she really hits P really hard, it's not going to get that sound that she just got. It's going to sound like a beatboxer, right? It's going to be kind of like overwhelming a little bit, right? But what she does is she goes from P to F. Listen again.
What do you dresses? Why these dudes be so pressed?
You hear that? How it's P to F? That means there's no pop on the microphone when she does that. Cool, right?
What do you leave me with no choice? Ooh.
And then this chicanery. This boulder dash that happens with the vowels and the jaw. I love it.
I can't do this good girl shit no more.
Like I'm not going to give up on singing. But I listen to this and I'm just like, well, I'm going to go for a walk. And just remind myself that I have value, that I am worth it. Like it's like everything she does is like a mic drop. She's slapping people around.
You're much more than difference, you don't know it. I was missing what you asked, I would have given. It ain't right how these hoes be winning, but they be winning. Now I don't know from girls like me, how come they be winning?
Okay. All right, hold on. Listen to this switch to nasality.
How come they be winning?
She's just straight. She's buzzer. That's a buzzer right there.
And I ain't wanna be, but you gon' make a hoe out of. Y'all niggas be making it sad. They say y'all don't know what we made, so we start acting like we don't care. Cause y'all niggas be taking us there, cause you don't want us no more.
The tone change, the color, it's so immaculate. What I love about her phrasing and using all of this technique to get all these different colors is normally it's very, very elegant and done over time, but she will make decisions from time to time where she'll just throw it in and it'll be like shocking. And it's like, I tell my students sometimes, just go make a bunch of sounds. Go make just try that out and experiment. And they're like, well, that's not prescriptive, right? And I'd be like, not everything needs to be prescriptive. You need to play. Playing is the best practice that there is. You don't get to this point by writing out decisions on a piece of paper, right? There's nothing, she's not deliberately I'm going to hear and I'm going to dot my I and the last phrase I'm going to cross my T. That's not how this works, right? She's just doing this stuff all ad lib, and it's just, it happens because she has this vocabulary of sound that she has is immense, and she just plays with it and does with it. And it's so fluid as a result of that. You can't get here without being playful, as well as preposterously talented, as well as been doing it for a long time, as well as just being better. But playful is also a part of that.
And it breaks us to the core. You must want it, something different, still don't know what I was missing. What you extra would have given. Ain't it right? How these hoes be winning? What it be winning? Oh, for a girl like me, how come they be winning?
This is so hard. This is so hard. What she's doing is she's getting a little breathy here. She's getting a little breathy. And the reason why you know that is there's a hissing sound, right? So there's that. Now, why this is so difficult is there's two things she could be doing, and I'm not quite experienced enough to discern the difference. She could be tilting her thyroid cartilage and then holding it. Right, if I let it go, I'm gonna tighten it up, right? So she could be doing that. Or she could be using a belt, which is the cricoid cartilage. And when that tilts, that fattens up the folds, and that's how we get a belting quality. And when the thyroid cartilage tilts for that vibrato, even when you hold it, the folds get stretched out. So by nature, they're coming closer together. So this is why it's so hard to do what she's doing. Because she is singing with a mechanism that 100% discourages breath and a breathy sound. So what this means is, in order to get this sound, she has to use two things. She has to go either too much breath so that the folds blow open, or she uses so little that the folds, even though they're either thick or really stretched out, because there's so little air, they don't come together entirely. And so you get that hissy sound. That's really hard. That's super tough.
But I was missing what you extra would have given. Ain't it right? How these hoes be winning? What it be winning? Oh, for a girl like me, how come they be winning? And I ain't wanna be, but you gon' make a winner. Ooh,
Just come on, Ella Fitzgerald. Come on. Her scats are ridiculous. They're so good. I love it. I love it. It's like never the same trick twice. Every phrase is so specific and has a different thing that she will use with it. This is the first time she really pulled back gradually from the mic to get that decrescendo. First time that song. Yeah. Right? That's so good.
Oh, I'll be.
And then how she's coming back to the mic is also important. When you are closer to the mic, you get what's called the proximity effect, which means that the low ends get boosted. Okay. So remember how we talked about if your vocal tract is literally longer because you're pursing your lips or you're relaxing your lips, you're emphasizing and creating more space. Literally, the vocal tract is getting longer, right? And that is conducive to lower frequencies, which are larger, so they resonate out inside your mouth hole, face hole. So combine the two, where you're up close and then your lips are kind of pursed together. Oh yeah. Yes, Rain.
Yeah. Y'all ever felt like that before? After a bad breakup, y'all, you like, fuck it. I'm going in.
Nice. Isn't that the truth? That's how I met my wife. She made the first move. I mean, I got to be honest with you. I can't lie to you. She made the first move. It's not.
Thank you, guys. Give it up for Simon on guitar. Thank you.
Good job, Simon. Good job. Welcome, ladies, gentlemen, and otherwise. I am your chronically